Hey there folks, Meteorologist Hunter McCullough here for Northern News Now Plus and another episode here of Beyond the Forecast. It was very cold this past weekend and now we're hoping for a warm-up sometime soon, and I think we're going to get that warm-up. So I'm going to be talking more about the outlook as far as the warm temperatures, maybe some snow chances as well. So looking at the next couple of weeks, going into the last week of January, the first week of February, and taking a look at all of that information coming up here on today's episode. Take a look. Hey there folks, Meteorologist Hunter McCullough here for Northern News Now. This particular video is timestamped for January 26th, 2026. And we are going to be looking kind of forward here at the possibility of a pattern change, as this past weekend was really cold out there. Some of the coldest temperatures, for sure the coldest temperatures that we've seen so far this winter, and these could be the coldest temperatures that we see for this winter, because it's not looking like we're going to get much colder than that anytime in the near future anyway, but there are signals of maybe another cool down towards the middle parts of February. Anyway, let's talk about this week coming up, the last full week here in January. We are looking at some cold temperatures, of course, in the first half of the week. So still pretty darn cold. Average highs for this time of year, 20 degrees is our average high. Our average low is 2 degrees. So 20 for a high, 2 for a low. Those are our average temperatures for this time of year. So our high temperatures for the first half of the week, pretty close to our average low for this time of year. And low temperatures well below zero, getting down to the teens below zero at times. Maybe some areas away from the lake, Lake Superior, getting down into the 20s below zero in the first part of this week. We do see a chance for snow as well here tonight. It's not looking at anything too substantial, but then you notice towards the end of this week, heading into the weekend, we start the climb. We also see another chance for snow towards the end of the weekend, but that's another story. Otherwise, we do see these warmer temperatures, 17 on Saturday, 20 into our Sunday. So what does that mean? Well, a pattern might be, a pattern change here might be looming in our immediate future, at least for the first week of February. This is a look at about halfway up that portion of the atmosphere that we see weather here, 500 millibars, the measure of pressure that we're going to be seeing here. So it's not at the surface, this is a little higher up in our atmosphere, and what we've been seeing these past few days is we've been seeing this kind of Arctic low that's been sitting over our region in our upper atmosphere and allowing to see those really cold temperatures. And now what we're starting to see off to our west coast is this ridge rebuilding into those portions of the United States, off the western coast of the United States as well. And this has been here for most of the winter, whether it's been off the coast or on the coast, but usually the western portions of the United States this winter has seen this high pressure, kind of a little bit of a blocking pattern, allowing us to mainly see clipper systems. We haven't seen any really major snowstorms from down to the south anyway, where we typically see kind of a Colorado low-esque system, anything like that, where we get that access to the moisture of the Gulf of Mexico. That high pressure to our west has kind of stopped us from getting that moisture, and we haven't seen any, huge snowstorm anyway for our region. What we have seen, though, is kind of nuisance snow, if you will, where we do see these clipper systems pretty often, where we see a shot of 1 to 3 inches of snow, and it does add up. Some have been more potent than others as well, thanks to Lake Superior and other factors. Anyway, that will likely rebuild here as we go into the end of this week and into next week. So this is this Wednesday upcoming, January 28th. And this low is going to start to move off to the east. Now this is late this weekend, Sunday, February 1st, the first day of February. You can see this ridge is starting to firmly take place into our region and into the western portions of the United States. That Arctic low bringing some much cooler temperatures into the eastern portions of the United States as well. And as we go into next week, now we got this solid ridge that's continuing to move through. This is a little over a week from today, Thursday, February 5th. Ridge solidly in place off into the western portions of the United States. And what this also does is resumes these clipper systems, the clipper train, as we like to call it, all aboard here, we got this kind of highway for these clipper systems, because now we got the jet stream is pushing further off to the north. This isn't quite the level where the jet stream is. We need to go a little further up in the atmosphere. About 300 or 200 millibars is where we see the jet stream, but this gives us a pretty good indication of where exactly we're going to be seeing these systems. So not only are we likely going to be seeing warmer temperatures, but we also may start to see some more snow chances once again after not really seeing much substantial snow over the past couple weeks or so. So that is a little bit lower, that confidence, when it comes to snowy systems. The temperatures are much more confident here. The CPC, Climate Prediction Center, in the next 2 weeks, 8 to 14-day outlook, looking at above average temperatures, a good chance here for most of our region. Further off to the east you go, the less likely it is that you're going to be seeing those colder or warmer temperatures, and you're going to be seeing colder temperatures in the east coast. Also, in addition to that, seeing that chance for some increased precipitation here, some snowfall possible up in especially the northern half of our region. Again, those clipper systems starting to come back into our region here. Otherwise, the rest of the United States, for the most part, not really seeing much action here in the next 8 to 14 days. So basically, kind of in conclusion here, looking at the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, near average temperatures, definitely high confidence in that, meaning high temperatures near 20, low temperatures near 2 degrees, starting late this week and into much of next week. Above average temperatures, well, medium confidence. I think we're going to see maybe a couple days next week close to 30 degrees with highs, maybe even above 30, depending on what happens. But that confidence is a little bit lower at this time. I am much more confident that we will be seeing temperatures closer to average, and definitely confident that we're going to be seeing much warmer conditions than what we're seeing right now. Near average snow, medium chance of that happening. Above average snow, low average confidence here. Low confidence when it comes to that. There is a chance that we do see above average snowfall over the next couple of weeks, but that confidence is low at this time. So we're going to be watching that pretty closely here as we go into the next couple of weeks or so. And some signals also showing that we might see colder weather again in the middle parts of February. So we're watching that right now as well. But for now, the good news is warmer temperatures on the way, at least a week long of these near to even above average temperatures towards the end of this weekend and into next week. So there you go. Enjoy that while you can, and we'll talk more as warranted as we head into the future. Have a great day.